Welcome back. If you're new here, we are talking about improv principles and how they translate into healthy, strong, fun, playful, empathetic, wonderful relationships. Every week, I talk about another improv principle and how it translates to great relationship building skills. And I'll give you a game that you can use to build those skills. My name is Sarah McMahon, and I am an improviser, a teacher, an applied improv facilitator, and an improv nerd. And I can't wait to show you how to use improv to improve your relationship. This week, we are going to talk about becoming an ensemble of two. Now, one of the coolest things about being part of an ensemble, which is what I am in as an improviser, I am part of Unexpected Productions in Seattle, is that playing with the same people quite often can really build some empathy and some kindness and some trust, and our listening skills go up, and our ability to play together at a moment's notice goes up. And that's what we want with our relationships off stage as well. So, what we want to do is build those skills. Well, the work that we do to become an ensemble of a bigger group is we show up. We show up and we do shows together. We do rehearsals together. We do workshops together. We go on retreats together. We spend the time. We show up. Another thing we do is that we are paying attention because we never know when an offer or someone wanting to play with us might show up. So we're paying attention. We're ready to play. Another thing that we do is we give ourselves over completely. When we're on stage, we are in that moment. We are not looking at our phone. We are not trying to start another activity. We are fully engaged with whatever it is our partner is trying to do. Another thing that we do to create an ensemble is we take care of each other. So when we're on stage, we are practicing the idea that my main goal when I'm on stage is to take care of my scene partner, and my scene partner's main goal is to take care of me. And so then, therefore, we are both spending our time and our energy trying to make sure that the other person looks really, really good. So we are not looking for how to throw our partner under the bus or get the laugh from the audience just for us at the expense of our partner, but we take care of them by making sure that even if what they said was not that smart or that funny, or maybe they called us by the wrong name. I had already been established as Mary Sue and they called me Sue Marie. I say, yes, I go by Sue Marie, Mary Sue, right? It's a way of lifting up the other person and taking care of them. Another wonderful thing we can bring to becoming an ensemble is allowing ourselves to fail and allowing our partners to fail, and dare I say, even failing joyfully. We'll get into this in another week, specifically just about failing and the joys of failing. But for now, just know that this is something that when you can really practice this and allow your partner to practice failing joyfully, it can really release you from some of the things that hold you back in your relationship, some of the ways that you might feel stuck in ruts with your partner, stuck in cycles of communication or miscommunication. It's a really great tool, and it's a lot more fun than keeping track of your own and each other's failures. You can also build ensemble through the practice of letting go of your own ideas. This is a really key principle because when we hold on to our own ideas, like if think about when someone is talking to you and you have an idea about what you want to say next, and you're holding on to it and you're holding on to it, how much do you think you are actually catching of not only what the person is saying, but all those tiny little micro offers that they're making? The way that their face is moving, the ways that their eyebrows, their energy, their breath, all of those things, you're missing them. You're missing them all. So in improv, we talk a lot about let go of your own ideas, be present, be present, be present, be present. Listen, really listen, and hear what the person is saying verbally and non-verbally. So these are all some of the ways that you can build ensemble, and they all translate to deeper, stronger connections, relationship resilience, playfulness, and having a better time in your relationship, and even doing some repair. Sometimes our ensemble is out of sync. Sometimes there are hurt feelings. Sometimes we haven't been together very much and we are not paying very good close attention to each other. Maybe we've got hurt feelings. There's a lot of stuff that happens there, and we have to get back into sync, and that takes practice. You have to show up, listen, pay attention, be present. And that's how you build an ensemble of two. For today's skills practice of becoming an ensemble of two, I suggest a game called That's Awesome. It's very simple. One at a time, you're each going to just say something short and true about yourselves, and then you're both going to respond by saying, "That's awesome." So I might say something like, "I have gray hair," and then we would both say, "That's awesome." And the other person might say, "I just pet the dog," and we would say, "That's awesome." And then I might say, "I just got my car back from the shop because an opossum ate a bunch of it," and we'd say, "That's awesome." And as you can tell, sometimes the things really are awesome. Maybe your friend or your partner, whoever might say, "I got a raise. That's awesome." And sometimes it's, "My car broke down," and we say, "That's awesome too," because we're practicing that skill of supporting, listening, showing up, celebrating, connecting, and saying that's awesome to whatever it is that your partner has to offer in that moment is a really great way to start practicing that skill. So you can say, "That's awesome," and see what happens. Someone from one of my classes just told me that they played it with their spouse, and the spouse was saying something that had happened not that fun at work. I can't remember what it was, but it was great. And they said to their spouse, "That's awesome." And they said the spouse was kind of taken aback. They did know it was coming, but they still found it very odd at first. But then they just burst out laughing. You can take a little bit of the hold that these things have on us because we're sharing them. We're sharing the burden together. We're sharing who we are in the moment, exactly as we are. And the other person is saying, "That's great. Who you are in this moment is great. And I am here with you. And we are going to laugh about the ridiculousness that is life. And we're going to do it together. We are an ensemble of two." So try it out. Let me know what you think. And we will see you next week, where we're going to talk more about using improv to improve your relationships. Have fun.